Back to Canelo, when did you first set your sights on him as an opponent, not just, oh, that's a good fighter?
I set my sights on him once, I think it was after that second Golovkin fight, because he was fighting at 160, and obviously I'm at 168. So I knew it was inevitable him coming up, but I always knew that I was a problem for him because I was never at the forefront of, when he mentions the fights. It was never David Benavidez first. It was Caleb Plant or Callum Smith, Billy Joe Sanders. So he just really he never like really mentioned me. I don't know if that's like a pride thing because I'm Mexican as well and he's Mexican, or if he just really thinks I'm that much of a threat. But, I knew one day people were gonna ask for that fight, and I feel like now it's amazing how much attention this fight is getting. And I think I'm even winning more right now the more he's putting it off. Because people are seeing like, what if he was not they offered him $70 million to fight me. That's before pay-per-view.
That's a real number.
Yes. You guys could call Luis de Cubas, Al Heyman, and ask him that. Before fighting me. So imagine after pay-per-view. And then with me, so what Canelo does, he pays the guy his flat fee. They had offered me $5 million. And I said, cool.
They offered you 5.
Somebody called, Samson Lukowicz called us and said, before the Jaime Munguia fight, said, hey, would you guys be willing to fight only a flat fee of $5 million? You're not getting no pay-per-view, none of that. And I said, yes. I heard it from Samson Lukowicz. That's who I heard it from. I didn't hear it from Canelo, none of his team, but we had agreed. We said yes. Then we never heard back. But I think what they were trying to do there is they're just trying to, they were calling the bait out. They wanted to see if I was going to say yes or no. I think they thought that I was going to say, no, I'm not going to fight for $5 million. You know what I mean? This fight's worth way more. So, I mean, I called the bluff. I said yes, and that was the last time we ever heard about that fight. But like I said, this fight is inevitable. Everybody's asking for it. This is the biggest fight that could possibly be made, and I'm not scared of Canelo. I feel like I could beat him. You know what I mean? That's basically what I'm doing with David Morrell. David Morrell has been talking a lot, saying that I can't beat him, and what am I doing? I'm going and facing him, and that's what a true champion should do. If I'm sitting here telling Canelo I can knock him out and I can beat him, why didn't he just come shut me up and make a lot of money? That's what he's doing now. He's fighting easier opponents and winning $30 million. And I'm not nobody to talk about money like it's not a lot of money, but if he fights me, he's making triple that. So it just make sense.
I don't like getting into, is a fighter scared? Because, to me, it's more like I guess the question is, do you think it's fear on his part, or is it more just that's a bad style fight?
I don't like I said, I don't think any fighter's scared either. But I feel like he knows that it's the toughest fight, and that in his head, he potentially knows that he could lose. That's what I know. I know that for a fact. That's why I know he's not taking this fight. I don't think that he's scared of me. I think he will fight me, but I know he knows that if he loses this fight, then what else? He's probably gonna retire. So that's a big if for him, and that's where I stand on that.
So you still believe it's gonna happen one day?
I think so my plan is right now, beating David Morrell, going up, winning the undisputed titles, and in that way I can entice a fight with Canelo. Maybe we could do a catch weight 172. I don't know if they'll allow it, but
you willing to do that?
I'm willing to do that for both the titles. 168, 175. I don't know when's the last time that was ever done.
Yeah, it's a long time. I think Sugar Ray Leonard did something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be the most money. It'd be the highest paid fight of all boxing, in my opinion. And then it's possible that it could happen because you see Tyson Fury, he got 150 million or something like that. Usyk got like 150 million.
Something crazy.
So I mean, I think what Canelo is doing, he's putting the price out there too. He's letting people know how much the cost is. And now you see he did it. He met with Turki Al-Sheikh. So I feel like we're in good position right now. But like I said, I always keep my thoughts of my opponent in front of me. And we're not thinking about Canelo right now. We're thinking of David Morrell, and then after that, we're gonna win the undisputed title.